Day 23. Trust him. Trust God. Job 13:15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. But I will maintain mine own ways before him. Job said, even if you're the one afflicting me, I am still going to trust you. And that's how we have to be when we're going through trials and tribulations. We don't see God, we don't feel him, we don't hear him, we don't know where he is, but you got to be like Job. He knows the way that I take. And when I come forth, I will come forth as pure gold. If you're facing something today, know that God is with you. You have to trust him. When you trust God, you are relying on him. You aren't relying on people. You aren't relying on money from different sources. You're not relying on your job. You're not relying on mama, daddy, brother, sister, friends. You are relying solely on God because he will never fail you. He is always there and he's ready to take care of you, and he's ready to take care of your needs. It's according to your faith. It says, according to your faith, be it unto you. With God, all things are possible to them that believe. You just have to believe. You have to trust him. You have to have faith in him, never doubting. Know that he's going to come through for you every time. The scripture says, lean on him and not your own understanding, but acknowledge him in all of your ways and he will direct your path. Stay in the will of God. Lean on him because he knows the beginning and he knows the end. Know who you are in God and know who God is, so you will know when God is speaking to you, so you will not step out of his will. I know there are times where we want God to come through, but there's going to be times where you have to sit still. You can't move until you hear from God, but you don't know his voice unless you are in his word, unless you submit to him. If you look at Elijah, he trusted God during a drought. Peter walking on water. David defeating Goliath. Jeremiah trusted God that he will come through for him when he was facing opposition. And God did just that. Isaiah had to trust God in the midst of chaos. He told Israel that they had to trust God and not Egypt. Daniel in the lion's den. King wanted him to pray to him, and Daniel is like, no, I'm praying to my God. The Hebrew boys in a fire furnace. Listen, they threw three in and saw another. It was God. Listen, God is always with you. You just got to trust him. Deborah, she trusted God to deliver her people. But what she did, she worshiped and she prayed so she can hear his voice ever so clear. Esther, she trusted God that he will save her and her people. It was through prayer and fasting. Some things only come out by prayer and fasting. If you need to learn how to trust God, ask him to increase your faith. Ask him to help you to trust him, because God is always going to come through. Look at the children of Israel. They went around the wilderness for 40 years. God kept coming through for them. If he did it before, surely he can do it again. But you have to trust him and never doubt. Trust him when you cannot trace him.